I got signed up for a servant leadership project through MSOE that involved traveling to Kenya with the local group to set up a computer lab. They wanted help with a computer project there. What happened when I came back from this trip was then I started hearing from all these groups in Wisconsin saying that they also needed assistance with computers. They wanted to set up a computer lab for their group. All these different nonprofits wanted help. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make donating a computer as easy as donating a t-shirt. You take your t-shirt to Goodwill, it's a no-brainer. You don't have to think about it too much. But with computers, there's a lot more issues you have to deal with. So Project CC was a student org, basically. And as I graduated, we wanted to turn this into a serious organization because we realized that what we're doing is very important and we were taking it very seriously. So we evolved into Digital Bridge, which is a full-on 501c3 nonprofit organization. One of the biggest things that I've learned, and that's kind of how the organization got started, as I mentioned, was that the digital divide is, I would say, greater here in Milwaukee than it is in a lot of developing countries, in a different way, I guess. So we have a very local digital divide where someone on the west side of Milwaukee might not have any technology available to them, whereas people right downtown here have some of the best technology in the world. So that creates an enormous divide because in Milwaukee you're expected to have internet access. You're expected to do everything online. Whereas if you're growing up in rural Africa, it's more of a global divide. Whereas you have this whole country that's kind of behind, and so it's a different feel. So I feel like when I came into it, I was thinking, oh, everyone, all the kids in Africa don't have computers, and that's the worst thing. And then as I got more into it, I was realizing, well, it's important that the person down the street from me doesn't have a computer too. That's probably a bigger issue that I need to be focusing on. We set up a computer lab in Kenya. We didn't even have internet or anything there. It was just a bunch of old desktops that were running our software. But we still had like a Globe program on there. And so we got them all up and running. I mean, all the kids are super excited, and we're trying to like run a little class in there, trying to do just basic stuff, use the keyboard, all that stuff. But we pulled up the Globe program and we typed in their little village in Kenya and actually found it on there. And so we had to show them, I mean, some of these kids didn't even know where they were in the world. They were just living in their village. And so we got to show them where they were, like on the globe, and then where we were, and they were just like blown away how far we came and stuff like that. And so that was kind of cool to show them, I think. We've set up about 20 labs, give or take, in varying sizes, right? So as you know, some might just be a few laptops in a room somewhere. Some are computer labs that have 20 or 30 computers in them. It depends what you're doing with it. All the computer labs we've set up until this day have been totally reused technology. So I'm pretty proud of that at this point, because we could go out and buy some used tech. We could go buy some new tech. We get a grant that says, oh, go buy a bunch of new computers. But we've been able to set up all 20 some labs in all these different countries just with stuff that people were going to get rid of. So Wisconsin companies donating their used tech is like entirely what we've been basing this off of from the beginning.